I am really excited to push this thing to the limit all winter. I may have recently had an upgrade in the electric chainsaw department. Let's go. We made it to camp and we found snow. Finally. It's actively snowing just a little bit. Hopefully it dumps a bunch tonight. Got some snow right here. Obviously there's snow all over the place, so fingers crossed for winter storm. Got the teardrop again. Basically my goal for this winter is to find the most extreme weather possible and put it through its paces. I think the coldest I've ever had this is -5 Fahrenheit. So yeah, hopefully we get close to that. We're above 10,000 feet right now, and it's looking like it's gonna snow on us on and off most of the night. So it's a little cold up here. I'm gonna grab my bibs, and then we gotta chop some firewood. Also, just in case you're new to the channel and have not seen this before, this is my teardrop trailer. A little messy right now, but we'll do a quick tour. So this is a 2022 Braxton Creek free solo OG teardrop trailer. It's basically just like a full-size bed. You have a mattress right here, a couple little shelves, little slidey boy, some room up there. It used to have cabinets all in here, but I ripped them out and built this platform. This window is where the air conditioner used to be, but I don't really use the AC, so never really felt the need. It has a Dometic propane heater right there, and then it just has a little kitchen off the back. 2 doors, 1 on each side, which is super nice if there's 2 people in there. That way if somebody needs to pee in the middle of the night, you don't have to climb over anybody to get out. Let's get some firewood. A couple big logs at a campsite just over there, so I'm just gonna go grab those. I may have recently had an upgrade in the electric chainsaw department. I can't wait to use it. Oh wow, this is glorious. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna split a bunch of those rounds. Worth every penny. I'll link it in the video description below if you want to check it out on Amazon. This works fantastic. I'm gonna make a little feather stick. It's a little winter wonderland up here. How quaint. I've been looking for this for so long. I think we have enough dry wood, and I got the trusty flint and steel, which I'm gonna grab right now. So a lot of the firewood I cut is still a little damp, so I'm gonna surround the fire with it, and as it gets hotter, it'll dry it all out. I'm stacking it with the outside facing towards the fire because the inside, after I split it, nice and dry. So I just need to dry out the outside. We got a proper little flurry going on now, which is cool. I'm excited to be up in the snow. Every time I go camping, I bring this indoor-outdoor thermometer set. It says 38 out here, 58 in the trailer. That's where this sits. And then there's another part that I have magneted to my truck door so I don't forget because I've lost so many. I imagine it's going to get pretty dang cold tonight because we're at like 10,300 feet, but I'm excited for it. A little muddy up here. I think it's been raining a lot today, or snowing and then melting, and it's just kind of that time of year, but I am so excited to be up in the snow. I am really excited to push this thing to the limit all winter. I think I'm going to head up to parts of like central Idaho that get a ton of snow, just anywhere that's like really cold. I want to do some videos and really test that Dometic propane heater in there, see how that works. It's nice. Super vibey to have a fire in the snow. And as you can probably guess, there is no one else up here. Surprise, surprise. So quiet. Just me, the snow, and the fire. And maybe some moose. You know, the occasional mountain lion. Could be wolves up here. Bears should all be in hibernation. And who knows, there could be serial killers up here too. I mean, but other than that, it's very vibey. It is nice to have someone to talk to, so thank you for watching. Gonna hang out for a while. We'll make dinner in a little bit. A lot of new subscribers to the channel recently, so might as well introduce myself. Hello, I'm Jack. I am 29 years old and I live in northern Utah. I have a wife and 2 dogs. You'll see them occasionally in the videos, especially if you go back and watch a bunch of them, but glad to have you along. I enjoy camping, as you can probably tell, and I film it, as you can probably tell. So, good to meet you. Thanks to have you along. Wow. Good to meet you. Glad to have you along. I know I'm wearing a Raiders hat. Please don't roast me too much in the comments. It's even worse than being a Browns fan, I feel like. So, what are you going to do? Oh, wow, that's bright. It's cold up here. Not entirely sure how cold. 35. There's a little bit of wind. It's time to kick on the heater. Just keep it on low. Keep it warm in here. It's 54 in here as is. But why not a little warmer? I love that sound when the heater kicks on. The lights in there, nice and warm. Now, Now for dinner, I found a ribeye in my freezer, and I thought it would be fun. Roast said ribeye over the fire and eat it with my bare hands like a caveman. The only problem is it's frozen solid. So I gotta figure out how to get this to thaw. Probably just set it on a rock next to the fire. Let that thaw out for a while, and then I'll skewer it. I wonder if I have seasoning. We got Montreal steak. We're good. I mean, I might as well season it while it's thawing, right? I mean, that looks phenomenal. It's definitely hot, so I gotta let it cool off for a minute. All right, it's cooled down. Looks good. Well, it's ice cold in the middle. It was just that one part. I don't think I've ever had a steak this rare, but it's actually crazy good. Maybe not good enough to do all the time, but quite tasty. That was everything I wanted it to be. perhaps even a little bit more. Maybe a little bit bigger flakes coming down now. Wow, I need a paper towel. Well, it definitely gets some bonus points for atmosphere, but I would give that like an 8.5 out of 10, even being borderline blue rare. I don't know, the sear from just being over that hot fire, super crispy. That Montreal, always good. I keep this in my teardrop all the time. Honestly, a fantastic dinner. Cheers. I just noticed something kind of funny. This whole time I've been like abnormally out of breath and I can't figure out why. I just now realized that we are at 10,400 feet and the air is thinner up here. So I like take deep breaths and I guess a lot less oxygen. I don't know, kind of funny. I don't even know if I'll leave this in the video. Fire's just about burned down, so I'm going to put it out, put my chair away, climb into the trailer and hang out. I don't really feel like cutting more firewood and the heater's going and it's so nice and warm, so what are you going to do? Perks of having a teardrop, I guess. Ooh. Feels fantastic in here. 34 out, 61 in here. I don't know how cold it's going to get tonight with all the cloud cover, but I doubt it'll get below 20. I guess we'll see. I'm going to ditch these big canvas layers and put them up in the back corner and climb in. I also put the top of one of my plastic totes so I can set my muddy boots on there. All caked with mud. And just like that, we're in the nice warm teardrop. I like to take my canvas overalls and stuff and stuff them up against this window since it doesn't have a blind on it. And because it's not insulated, so it will kind of block that a little bit, maybe help with some of the condensation. But I also have Starlink, so I think I'm going to watch some YouTube, full-on glamping. But isn't that the whole point of a teardrop, to be super comfortable? Anyway, I'm going to hang out for a while and I will report back later. Well, I've been hanging out, watching football, watching YouTube. It's 10:13. I think I'm going to go to bed. One final temperature update before I do. It's 34 outside, 67 in here. I don't know if it'll get any colder than 34. It was like 70 degrees down in the valley today, so not quite the cold front I was looking for. It doesn't look like it's snowing outside either, but who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky, wake up to some snow. See you guys in the morning. Good morning. It is 24 outside, 66 in here. How cold does it really feel? Well, it didn't snow. Ooh, I slept pretty good. Kind of hard to fall asleep, but otherwise, very nice. Now, I just hang out, try and find motivation to get out of this and go into below freezing. Ooh. Time to make some breakfast. Whoa. Look at this bird. Those are crazy looking. They're like Arctic woodpeckers. They don't seem to be bothered by me. I think they're trying to get my food. That's crazy. I'm going to do some of this zero sugar hot chocolate. Courtesy of Eli. Thank you for leaving this in my trailer. You snooze, you lose, you know. Way too hot to drink. I'm gonna learn my lesson. Also, I'm wearing my transition lenses because I broke my regular ones yesterday, so that's why they look different. Is it too hot to drink though? Kind of. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Ta-da! I mean, not bad at all. A little hot chocolate, bacon and eggs. Those birds are everywhere now. They're onto me. They're all calling to each other saying, this guy has food. I don't know what else I need to do to camp somewhere where it's going to dump a bunch of snow on me. I'm over 10,000 feet. And like the highest point you can drive in the Uintas. I don't know. The forecast didn't really call for it. So, makes sense. Supposedly next weekend for sure, though. I hope so. I want to camp in a freaking blizzard next weekend. That's what I want to do. Since it's all covered in frost, I'm going to get the truck started and defrosting. Hey, this magnet works great. Let's get this mess packed up. So, there is a couple lakes that I passed on the way in that I think might be good for fishing. So, we're gonna head to those and see if I can't catch anything. Alright, I'm gonna switch you guys to this POV neck mount I found. I don't know how the footage will look. Might be cool, might be dumb. I've seen a bunch of other people do it, so might as well try. Guess I kind of got lucky that it's not frozen over. Looks like another cold night or two and there'd be a thin layer over this whole thing. This is what I'm using. Not a fan of this neck mount. Don't know why. I just don't like it. So we're gonna go back to the classic. Need to go find some deeper water, maybe down that way. Seems like every time I go fishing in a YouTube video, I just can't ever make anything happen. But I swear, every time I'm not filming and I'm fishing, I catch something. Curse of the camera, I guess. It's really pretty up here. Very quiet. Well, no luck, but I should be able to do that cool thing where I throw the ice onto the ice and it shatters and makes that cool noise. All of a sudden, all the traffic in Utah is showing up. But this sounds so cool. I'm gonna be here for like an hour and a half, I can already tell. That sounds so cool. This is better than fishing anyway. That's such a cool sound. Again. I want to go somewhere in the winter where you can walk out on the ice and do the golf ball thing where it's like, doo, 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 doo. I don't think I'm going to catch any fish, but I'm going to keep doing this for a while. That was a good one. That was a really good one. Well, I had my fun. That was really fun. No fish, unfortunately, but to be honest, I'm not very surprised. It's also warming up quite a bit. I might ditch these bibs, and then we'll hit the road. These insulated canvas bibs are so warm. They're made by Burn. I'll link them in the video description if anybody wants to know. I got a couple comments on my last video about them, so that's where they'll be. Well, that's about all the time I had for this week's video. So thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I appreciate it if you made it all the way to the end. You're real ones. Go treat yourself to a nice peach fresca today. And we'll see you at the next one, which hopefully there will be snow. Anyway, see you then. Peace.